It's not rare that a person will ask what platform I play Geometry Dash on, and my answer is always the same. I'm a mobile player. I play on an iPhone 11, but I used to play on an iPhone 6 up until late 2021 because it was more broken than a calculator smashed into multiple pieces by a 12-year-old. It's a surprise I even managed to play Geometry Dash on that old of an iPhone model for so long before it finally decided to die on its own. If you'll pay close attention to the bottom of my usual videos, you'll see the faded gray line denoting that I'm playing and recording on an iPhone. But on other videos such as commentaries and discussions like this one, you usually won't find that because I record those videos with a laptop with subpar audio quality. That's why I sound like the average teacher in a Zoom meeting. All that's missing is the 480p camera quality. So why am I still playing on the iPhone even when I clearly have a laptop? Why am I choosing to be a low intellect Homo sapiens who plays on the screen where my fingers cover the majority of the screen and sometimes ruining immersion in the levels I play instead of on a laptop that's fully functional and not too potato and can run Geometry Dash at 144 Hz without crashing or freezing significantly? Well, number one, first and foremost, it's my preference. Now, don't mistake this as me admitting to some sort of masochism where I want to play Extreme Demons on the phone, just to feel the satisfaction of the pain of dying. I grew up playing vanilla Geometry Dash on the phone and not on the laptop, so it only makes sense that over time I get used to playing as a mobile player. Of course, that doesn't exactly help my case, and I understand that. It makes me akin to a snot-nosed 8-year-old on his mother's phone that couldn't pass 40% of Stereo Madness and forgot practice mode exists. But alas, I just feel that it's more convenient playing on the iPhone than on my laptop. My laptop could be one of the supercomputers from NASA which can run Geometry Dash at 10,000 frames per second or more, and I would still prefer to play on the phone. Now, granted, I do know a lot of people who started out as mobile players and eventually developed into PC players, getting wild on the keyboard and letting their fingers go ham on the spacebar and mouse and showing zero mercy. But for me, no matter how much I play on my laptop, there's no chance I get used to playing it there. I just don't find the appeal and I have difficulty playing. Whenever I play on the laptop, I feel like a grandma who just got introduced to GD and keeps dying on retray in the first map pack. Now, this isn't me saying that I hate playing on a PC. There's just a certain feeling, a certain sentiment tied with a convenience that I find whenever I play on the phone, but couldn't muster the same effect on the keyboard. It's like when you're used to the default controls in Minecraft and when you want to PvP, you use a more optimized control setup, but couldn't get used to it no matter what. I mainly blame muscle memory for it, so there's that. Does that mean I have subjected myself to being eternally bad at the game? Perhaps. Maybe I had potential being a really good Geometry Dash player, but would never be able to unlock it because of my quaint decision to stay a mobile player, and no one really knows. Most, if not all, of the top players play on a PC. Rarely will you find someone on mobile who can go ham on their phone when playing an Extreme Demon, but that's not really a big bother to me because I'm more of a level creator than a level player. So if you ignore the skill aspect when playing the game and hyperfixate on my past as a mobile player tied with creating layouts and levels, you might see what I'm saying here. It's easier to create on the phone than it is to create on a PC, in my opinion. It's just more efficient and satisfying in a sense. Compared to having to move the mouse around frantically around the screen for certain buttons in the UI and pressing different keys for different functions like I'm a Visual Studio Code developer, I find it more convenient than just tapping the screen and moving my fingers at considerably small distances. Creating on my laptop just makes me look like a person high on drugs trying to play an Osu beatmap at 200% speed. So yeah, that's pretty much why I still prefer playing on mobile. I still do occasionally play Geometry Dash on the laptop, like whenever I'm streaming or when I need to briefly record for a video. But other than that, I think the phone fits my needs more when it comes to general Geometry Dash playing and creating. That's it. Goodbye.